Illness Club, today is actually going to be a different kind of video. I've done these kind of videos sometimes, sometimes like once in a while. But it's going to be a rant video, and it's about Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World. So Dragon Ball Super Card Game, on this website actually, before this got announced, I had a timer. And, they said like something new is happening. Or something, I don't remember, but it was just a timer, and people were thinking it was like a release date for the digital version of the game, or just something new with the Dragon Ball Super Card Game, like maybe something else. I have no idea, but we all just thought it was a release date for the digital version, right? Because they announced that they're going to be making a digital version of the Dragon Ball Super Card Game, the game that's been out for these years. I think they said it's been out for 6 years or 7 years in the video, but yeah, it's been out for a lot of years, and they announced that they're making a version where you can play it online, which is great because a lot of people have been wanting that for years, including myself. I've been playing the Dragon Ball Super Card Game before it even came out. I went to I got a demo deck a bit before the game officially released. And I've been playing ever since then. I mean, haven't really played in a few years. I mean, I did play for a lot of years though, and entered tournaments and everything, but just the last few years I didn't. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So, the Dragon Ball Super Card Game, they announced that, they're going to be making a digital version of the game. Great. We got the beta. Amazing. They gave us cards from the Dragon Ball Super Card Game as we assumed. And now this timer happened, and it says Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World. And it's like, what is this? Is this a new set that buffs fusion decks? Sweet, because I use Vegito. So if they're going to be buffing Vegito, then alright, cool. I'll take it. Or is that what the digital version of the game is going to be called? Well, here's the thing. This is no longer the Dragon Ball Super Card Game we all know. This is going to be a separate Dragon Ball Super Card Game that plays exactly like the Dragon Ball Super Card Game we know, but it's going to be new cards. So cards, just different cards, not cards we knew from the Dragon Ball Super Card Game. And it's basically going to be a watered down version. So I know most of you on my channel watch my Master Duel content, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'll give you an example of this might be a perfect example. This is basically Rush Duel. So Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. So, but then again, Rush Duel even uses cards from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm sure they have unique stuff, which they do. So, but this game will have nothing from the Dragon Ball Super Card Game. So I need to talk, I need to say something. The reason why I'm ranting is not because they're making a separate card game. That's fine. I don't care. That's fine. Great. A little confusing for a lot of people, but, sure, you're making a card game that plays exactly like the other card game, but with different cards. That's not the problem. The problem today is that if we go over here, keep in mind that this is Fusion World, which is the other card game. The original Dragon Ball Super Card Game is now known as Dragon Ball Super Masters. So the other game now, which is this Fusion World, is the new game where it's watered down and different cards, plays it exactly the same, but just watered down with different cards. The problem today is that the Dragon Ball Super Card Game digital version is going to be replaced by the Fusion World game. So yes, the beta came out, and even Dragon Ball Super Card Game, Bandai, confirmed that yes, we are getting a digital version of the Dragon Ball Super Card Game we play, which is great. Now, they've announced that this watered down version with different cards, less text and everything like that, will be the digital version instead of the Dragon Ball Super Card Game we've been playing. So the one they promised us that says, yes, you're going to be playing this game online now, the one we play in person, is not happening anymore, and it got replaced by this new card game that's coming out. And yeah, so the cards are different. So that's the main reason why I'm ranting, because they replaced the digital version with this new game coming out, which got announced at the same time as that. So yeah, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, imagine they said, we're making a new Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's going to be the cards you play with in person, those rules and everything. And you know, like, oh sweet, I can play an online version of that. And then later they go, you know what? No, we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to be making a new Yu-Gi-Oh game with different cards that aren't the same as the cards you play with, and going to be replacing that version with the new card game with different cards. So yeah, so basically, I know Rush Duel has some cards from the original Yu-Gi-Oh card game, but this is basically just Rush Duel. Dragon Ball Super card game Rush Duel. So yeah, so imagine you're promised the original Yu-Gi-Oh online card game, like Master Duel. Like imagine you're promised, like, yeah, you get to use the cards in person, besides Dragoon. But yeah, so you know what I mean. But then they said later, no, we are going to be changing it to this new game now. So yeah, the Dragon Ball Super card game we were promised as a digital version will not be happening anymore, and instead will be replaced with this different game. So that's the main reason why I'm ranting today. And I can't believe, like the Masters version, which is the original version, is still going to continue, and this new card game will be physical and digital. So yeah, like, but with the original card game we've been playing all these years, it'll just be physical and not digital. So yeah, and the problem is they said that originally that the one we've been playing physical for these years will be digital, but no, this new card game will be the digital game, not the one we've been playing for years. They'll still continue physically. And yeah, so this is a, like, a lot of people are complaining about this, and I don't blame them. And wait till I tell you why they did this. Oh my god. But yeah, so I was looking really forward to this. I was going to be making a lot of content, even if it didn't do well. I don't care. I love the Dragon Ball Super card game. And yeah, it's just not going to be the same card game anymore, which is very annoying, because if they wanted to make a new card game and it was digital and whatever, that's fine, you know. But they promised us it was going to be the Dragon Ball Super card game that I've been playing for years, and then they just changed it to this new game and just cancelled the other one we've been playing this whole time, which is the main reason why I'm ranting. So yeah, it's just it's exactly the same game. Just the cards look a bit different, stuff are in like a different place. You know, the name is at the bottom instead of the top. You know, the attack is here and not there. The combo and the cost is in the same spot. And yeah, like the awaken is different. And yeah, basically everything is the same. The same game, just a very easy, watered down version to understand. Now I will be showing you the reasons why they did this. Alright, so they uploaded a producer message video. So yeah, Dragon Ball Super card game producer from Bandai. So yeah, he's just basically talking about how the Dragon Ball Super card game will now be called Dragon Ball Super card game Masters, which yeah will still be happening physical, and then the digital version, right, will be is it here? Oh, they announced it in the video actually. Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World. Yeah, new title, Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World. So yeah, now available, as in it's the same game for years, just it's called Dragon Ball Super card game Masters now. And then Fusion World will be a new game coming early 2024, which will be available physical and digital. Now, yeah, the game we played the beta. It's going to be this game now. So I think they basically explain why they made these changes. And I think after the beta, the development team like had a meeting and then they made the decision to make a new card game from scratch. And here are the reasons why. So like, let me see here. Yeah, with digital gameplay, Dragon Ball Super card game will be available. Yeah, physical and digital. I think here... Yeah, after this. So they're basically explaining the game, how it works, which is the same way as the Dragon Ball Super card game is, except it's a very watered down version with less text. Oh my god. Draw one card. Once per turn, choose up to one of your battle cards and it gains 5,000 power for the battle. What is that? That's barely anything. I think over here there's a comparison. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to show this comparison. So, is it... Where is it? I had it here. Or was it over here? Sorry. Yeah. My god, is it before that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is like the first leader card that came out, like when the Dragon Ball Super card game had like that demo thing before the game came out. You got that Goku as a promo, as like a coming soon promo, which was nice. But yeah, it has the effect. And then this one, look how less the text is. So yeah, that's, I want to mention something about that later. But yeah, here like yeah, so here they're talking about how they wanted to like do a new environment. So they want to explain the reasons. Yeah, basically when porting a card pool with a history of 6 years to a digital version, it's just saying how to handle like the cards that have a changed text or banned. But they're basically just saying we're lazy to add 6 years worth of cards into the Dragon Ball Super card game digital version. Master Duel has got cards from back then, like way back then. All those cards into the game. A few aren't there. Like not much at all. And you could say maybe, oh, but they could have used like old Yu-Gi-Oh games, coding and all that to make it easier for them. And it's like, okay, sure, but after Link Evolution, I think the game was, there's been a lot of cards that have come out after that, and Master Duel has coded all of them, and even more cards that are coming to the game. So yeah, Dragon Ball Super card game, basically, they're saying an excuse like, you know, we don't know how to handle these sort of cards are the ones that have been banned or the text has been changed and all that, but they're really just saying we don't want to code 6 years worth of cards into a game. And it's like, why don't you just add the cards slowly? Like maybe add the first 2 sets only and then slowly build it up? No, you just change it to a new card game. So yeah, they're just basically doing that. Yeah, they were saying that the texts were also too difficult to implement into the game. So yeah, the long text, like, and here are the examples. Like every card has this. Like, come on, man! They're basically just telling us that the text is too long and they don't want to add 6 years worth of cards into a digital game. They don't want to code all of that. Even though there's a lot of fan Yu-Gi-Oh games that aren't official Konami games that have every card from the OCG and TCG and then some more, like cards that were never printed, coded, like Yu-Gi-Oh Pro and other Yu-Gi-Oh games. And you're telling me the official Bandai team can't add and code 6 years worth of cards into a digital game? It doesn't have to be all of them, it can be some of them, and then just slowly build it up. But yeah, in the digital version, because of the complexity of the processing, the fun of developing both physical and digital versions at the same time comes from providing gameplay that does not differ between the two. Just an excuse. Yeah, so they're just basically starting from a new environment. And the second reason was just resolving differences in proficiency in global deployment. So yeah, I think here they're basically just saying, just talking about player skill, how there'll be like a different player skill. And it's like, who cares, man? Like, what are we supposed to do? Not play the Dragon Ball Super card game? Like, is it too late for us? Like, what about people getting to Yu-Gi-Oh now? Like, is it too complex for them? They're basically just saying how there could be a different skill level and all that. Where they've been playing the game for 6 years, and those in regions where they have not. So maybe some people that have not been playing 6 years because of, some countries getting it later and all that. And it's like, man, that's why you put tutorials in the game and everything like that. And even maybe start from the start and not like all the cards from set 1 to now, just add them slowly, or just add a few sets. Like basically what the beta did, but more, and that was fine because everyone was just using old leaders and it was fine. They just wanted to start from a new environment, so players can enjoy it to the fullest. But yeah, basically saying, didn't want to add the cards, and now saying that it'll be easier for everyone to play this kind of version. Which, yes, it is, but you promised us the Dragon Ball Super card game as a digital version. If you want to make this a separate digital game and physical game, that's fine. I don't care. Cool, sweet. Another Dragon Ball Super card game. Great. But we're not getting the digital version of the physical game anymore. And yeah, here, reduce playing time. So they don't want the game to be too long. And it's like, come on, man, when we play games for a while. It's not like we expect the card game to last like 5 minutes or something. So yeah, they just don't want the games going for too long. So that's another reason why they wanted to not have as much text in the cards. Clearly, look at this, Goku. Draw one card, and then it just has the Awaken skill. So when attacking, draw one card, and then has the Awaken skill. That's it. And this doesn't have a text because they're not ready to reveal the information. But yeah, clearly it is to not have as much text. It's a very watered down version of the game. So I just want to reduce playing time, which, yeah, is, that's not the problem today. I get they're making another card game, watered down and all that. I'm still going to be playing this game to see how it is, but I just really wanted a digital version of the physical game. That's my main issue today, which is what they promised us. And now, due to them being lazy, making excuses, saying that some people will be more skilled than others, and also like what the hell is that? Like, when I started playing Master Duel, go look at my first Master Duel video. My deck is so bad, and look at me now. I'm like destroying a lot of meta players. Like, people can adapt and see what to do, and it's not like they're restricted to some old leader. They can just use whatever's broken, right? And then just learn about them. Like, what? So you have to make a new card game just for people who are new? It's so weird. Who thought of this? Fusion World should have just been a new set coming out that buffs fusion decks. That would have been so much better than they said also a release date for the digital version. But no, we're getting this. And then yeah, we're getting starter decks for this new card game as well. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to rant about today. Basically, just we're getting a very watered down version instead of the one we've been playing for all these years. And this sucks. When Master Duel came out, I wasn't really buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards anymore, but now I'm buying them all the time, like packets. Oh my god, I'm buying packs a lot. I'm buying cards to build my deck and everything. So, you know, it's really gotten me back into Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is crazy because I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In some years. I mean, I was playing Duel Links, but I wasn't buying cards. But Master Duel made me want to go back to tournaments and also just get the cards I have there in real life. And the Dragon Ball Super card game was going to be doing the same thing because I don't really buy the Dragon Ball Super card game stuff anymore, you know. But if they'd brought it as a digital version and, you know, whatever, everything there, I would have bought cards again and, you know, basically what I did with Master Duel. But yeah, now it's just going to be a watered down version, which I'm not going to be buying, by the way. But I guess I'll play the digital version of this game and just for fun. But yeah, just the main issue is that they promised us something and we're not getting that. We're just getting a worse version of it. Alright, going to end it here. Thank you for watching. This was a very dumb decision by Bandai. I have no idea what the hell they were thinking. A lot of people are not happy with this. Hopefully they can go back and just have it the other way. And yeah, look, I get it. It's an easier way for people to play, but that's not what you do. Like, what about the physical version? Like, I know they're going to be releasing cards for that still as normal, but like, people can't play that now. I think they just don't, because the Dragon Ball Super card game is a very expensive game. I feel like they just don't want us to have these cards as a digital version. I don't know, because they're just making a new card game that we might not all care about. Like, it won't be as expensive maybe. The effects don't seem that good, as I saw on the Goku leader. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you feel about this, and I will see you later. Bye.